Yo, uh, I do this every time where I don't have the stream open, so I don't know if it's working. Oh, there we are. Hey, what's up? I don't know how loud this is, I'll be honest. You guys want to tell me this is too loud? I'll assume it is. That's better for my ears, at least. How's it going? How we doing? What's up, Pedro? What's up, Corey? How's it going? What are we doing today? How you feeling? What have you been doing? Real with XQC. What's up, Corey? We're doing some Nick again, because I don't fucking do anything else. There we go. What's up? You has a good headache, but ain't loud at all in that POV. Good to know. Thank you. Corey, Pedro, how are you doing today? Tell me what's going on with your lives. We'll see if there's anybody online right now. Probably not. Quieter music, but not by a lot. What was it today? Meds. Go do that. Go take your meds. That's something you should be doing. I can put it back up if it was fine before. Give me a second. There we go. It's a good song. No, it's 11 p.m. dumbass. I don't know when you're supposed to be taking your meds. I just know you're supposed to take them. Fucking bitch ass. Got a Retrora sub the other day. Nice. We love Retrora in this house. Let's see here. Where am I? You are supposed to be taking them, yes. You definitely should be doing that. What were you doing watching Retrora, Pedro? Were you watching the subathon? Were you just in a random stream? What's that about? Also, is mic too loud? Is that peaking? I don't know if this is good or not. It's probably no one online. The dude from... What is that? Akai Verso rated him today. Nice. Yeah, he's coming up. He's doing a lot better. Not to be a sub, but he is Prime, I guess. Thank you. I'm not Hunter, and I'm not getting the $5 from that. But thank you, Corey, so much for the 16-month. Prime even. Look at you go. Yeah, thank you for the sub. I'm sure Hunter will appreciate that. Yeah, that sub from the subathon, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's fair. He did really well on that. It was I think he ended up going for like 4 or 5 days, which is crazy. It was originally uncapped, and he ended up having to cap it because it was just going on for too long. Almost 700 subs, yeah, huge. I mean, to be fair, he's doing it to fund college, which is a lot more than that, but he's doing well. Saving it for some, but I think he's got a bit longer before he gets there. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like waiting for someone to hit affiliate is rough. Because even if they do meet the requirements, a lot of the time they just don't get it. So what do you do? Why do I feel like I'm on worse FPS today? Is this something? This is yesterday. Why is yesterday playing? This is probably better. Want to fund college? Hey, start streaming apparently. That's how Retrora did it. Oh goodness. There we go. But yeah. Pedro, what did you do today? Did you do anything fun? Anything good? Anything worthwhile? What's going on with your life? Any new fucking cars or whatever? That's your deal, right? RA sent a message reminding us that only one person's allowed the shower at once. If it's, some people are into that. I say let them. Might be fun. Do you go in the shower with more than one person, Corey? Maybe you should. Could be fun. Not really. Dog will be willing my face. Passing the entire day ill and dizzy. You know. At least the dog helped you out. You love to see a dog wake up. All my homies love dogs. Thing is the shared shower. Just you. Well. When you say shared shower, you mean like more than one shower cubicle? Or like just everybody use the same shower? Do not want to be perceived, okay. Yeah, I hope you feel better, Petra. That's rough. Don't want to slip and come, you know? It's not ideal. Probably not the best thing. The fuck? There we go. Play some of the new Forza. Nice, how'd that go? Is that Horizon 5, I think? Right? That's what they're on now? Making progress on The Witness. No idea what that is, but tell me about it. Is it a show? Is it a movie? Is it a game? What is it? Mike with Mike, what they do, you know, they'll probably do some bullshit that Mike does. Because this guy is broken. Witness is a puzzle game, okay. How's that going? Is it like story based or is it just puzzles? Oh goodness, there we go. Look, he's had a turtle named Mikey. Now he's my aunt's turtle, you know? At least the turtle's still going. I'm sorry, that was mean. We love turtles. Oh, there I go. Ever seen that one game where you draw lines and have a circle and follow a grid path? There's a lot of confusing rules. Honestly, I have no idea what that game... that description helped me very little, but I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Pedro. Hey, you know, I thought it was funny, and then I was like, well, hold on, that's maybe not the best thing to say, but, you know, I'm glad you found it funny too. Please. Thank you. I appreciate that, Corey. Fuck it. He was still alive though, he just gave his turtle because he had to move. Ah, you know, that makes sense. Glad he's still going too. Here we go. Not enjoying it. That's the thing, is they've got real icy. I'm like, because of days and it took me, I want to figure out. But I mean, that's pretty much all puzzle games, right? That's how that works. You hate it while you're playing it, and then you enjoy it when you're doing well. That's probably just all games. Nobody likes fucking playing Overwatch and sucking. They just like the bit where they win. There's some philosophical shit. You see, that's where I would say no. That's too much. I don't want to think when I play a game. The fuck do you think this is? Not sitting there going like, oh, I wish Aristotle designed this game. No, man. I'm here to fucking switch up my brain off. I don't want to fucking think while I play. You're a better man than me if you're playing fucking because it's philosophical. That's wild. Oh god, okay. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling. Turtles with swords. The turtle does have a sword, that's true. 2 of them, in fact. It's more swords than I have. You know what I found out the other day is that in the Marvel comics, I'm pretty sure, wasn't there a thing where like Daredevil, the blind superhero, was turned blind by the same goo that turned the Ninja Turtles into mutant Ninja Turtles? Like they got their shit from this, they got their powers from the same shit, which is wild. Kind of just want to sword. Can we talk for a second about Retrora's emotes? Retrora's are great emotes. I'm a big fan of Retrora Bruh, I believe it's called. It's just a fucking Amogus shaped Pepe. Acting Up's a great emote. To be fair though, a lot of his emotes are just ripped from like BTTV and 7TV. Like Acting Up was an emote in its own right, and he was just like, well, you know, why not? Hey Connor, how's it going? How you doing, buddy? You had a good day? Oh goodness. You done anything good today, Connor? I know you finished Arcane yesterday. Stream I believe that I am dropping a few frames in the game. It's not the internet connection, it is just my PC dropping frames. But yeah, I know you finished Arcane yesterday. I believe you were listening to Taylor Swift again today. But yeah, what else you got? You got anything to report? Anything good going on? Motherfucker got out of my shit. Please. What is happening in chat? You guys are talking too much. Pedro no bad? What did Pedro do? Classic Pedro. What? Oh, you're gonna make me act up. Okay. Yeah, I've been looking yesterday. If you, I'm missing that shit. If you, listen. The problem is right. You talk about this. Yeah, you go on the Taylor Swift thing. I know you're talking about the bridge. Here's the deal, right? The computer is a laptop, is a 13-inch laptop with a U processor, which is not great, you know, because the processor is the thing that determines how good the stream is and how many frames the graphics card can pass into the screen. You know, it's not ideal. The GPU is actually pretty good. It's a 1080 because I'm using an external GPU dock. I'm just very limited by the fact that it's running off a laptop CPU. So like, you know, I'm getting, I think it's like anywhere between 40 to 60 frames in the game. But the actual stream, you know, it's not the internet. The internet's great. It's just the computer is struggling a little bit. But what do you do? Good job, Pedro, for solving the puzzle. Taylor Swift saw that fantastic song with Fantastic Bridge. Yes, I heard there was 2 of them. Trevor the Boy tweeted about the best bridge. The Boy made me start listening to it again. Good job, Pedro. You're sorry. You know, what do you do? I do. Okay, Connor, here's the thing. I do have a really good computer at home. I'm currently at university and I don't have my tower with me. My good computer is at home. I just took the graphics card out of it and I brought it with me. And it's connected to my laptop, which is great when I'm just playing games. But, you know, streaming adds another element, so it's not ideal. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Connor, give me a character to go. Tell me who I should play as. Can we add that to the list? Financially Stable Flat Club. It is, I believe, an 8565U. It is an i7. It's an i7 8565U, but it's only 4 cores, and there's no hyperthreading. So it's not, it's not perfect. Love to watch treasures on my social media. Danny Phantom, gotcha. Love to watch treasures on my social media. My friend Trevor might catch on that. I listen to it because of him. I don't know who Trevor is, I'll be honest. I agree with Corey, you're probably a simp. No, Pedro, the GPU is connected, the graphics card. That's what I'm saying is, Stream is struggling because the CPU is a laptop CPU. The GPU is actually really good. Yeah, the laptop has Thunderbolt 3, and you can get like external enclosures which you can connect to it, the PC by Thunderbolt 3, and then you can just put a GPU in there. So I've got the graphics card out of my tower. I'll be honest, I have no idea how any of it works. It's way too nerdy for me. I'm not sure. I said what? Did I say a slur? I hope I didn't say a slur. Hunter will get mad at me. She doesn't have the melanin for that. Have I shown you what he looks like? I don't think so. SJ Sim? No, okay. You guys talk so much. It's overwhelming. Is this what it's like for a hunter when people are actually talking in stream? This is a lot. I'm trying to play the game. Maybe I shouldn't play the game. Maybe I should just chat. Oops, don't do that. There we go. Heads or tails? Heads. We talk more sometimes. Oh, more here? What do you mean more here? The chat does not change location, right? Am I missing something? Get away with chatting. Okay. Let's not get into nationalism, okay? This is a bit much. Oh god, please don't do that. Man, SpongeBob's kind of crazy. I'll say it. SpongeBob could beat a bitch up. Never make it see. Why? There we go. Trying to find one Sim because no way Sim is live. Nobody's surprised anymore. This is what, the third time I do it because no one else is live, and then it's like, well, streak has to keep going, so I guess I'll do it. If it was up to me, I would be live exactly 0 times in my life. But what do you do? Bye, Brazil. Zulal Brazil. Okay, Pedro. Oh my god. Okay, SpongeBob. There we go. Think about making a PowerPoint. PowerPoint about what, bud? Finishing Life is... That's true. When are you finishing the Life is Strange DLC? You were playing that on stream. What did I miss? You guys were talking about something. The boy SJ Sim. I don't know what SJ Sim means. Have I shown you what he looks like? No. Can I flip a coin? Heads or tails? Tails. Sometimes. Okay. Funky shy. Calm down, Pedro. Let's go Corey. Give me a character. Who should I be? I will wait patiently for Corey's response. GameCube controller ASMR. Went out on Saturday, weighing 107 kilos. How tall are you? Sandy? Gotcha. Where is Sandy? There she is. 235 pounds. I don't know what pounds. I don't use pounds, I use kilos. Heckin' lot. I mean, it depends, you know. Like I believe 79, maybe 80, 81 kilos. I mean, realistically, it depends on how tall you are, what percentage, like, fucking, what was I gonna say? What percentage is you are, like, muscle, body fat, whatever it is. Like, it's not necessarily bad if you're tall enough and you have a high enough muscle percentage, because muscle is denser than fat. 5'10" or so. I mean, it may not be ideal, but it's not terrible. Because from what I've seen of you, you seem to have a bit of a leaner build, so I don't think it's bad. Oh my god. Okay, let's be real, Corey. I have maybe the worst metabolism in this entire chat. I'm struggling out here, man. It's hard. Fat, not sure that cool with a harm. Single exercise in early 2020. I mean, you know, exercise is a big deal, but it can also be depending on your food intake, you know, what you're eating. For me, it was mostly about quantity. I was eating way too much. Like, the food itself wasn't necessarily bad. It was more like how much I was eating. I would, I mean, obviously you want to be looking at what you're eating, how often, in what like increments as well. Because even if you have a certain amount, it changes depending on whether you're having it in snack increments or full meal increments or whatever. Because it's better for you to have one big meal than it is for you to have multiple little snacks. Like calorie wise, you want to spread those calories over fewer larger meals than more frequent smaller snacks. Yeah, can you not? You should. That's a pretty basic thing you should be able to do. If you can't, and you want to kind of start looking into full body exercises, do an incline push up. It's much easier. You can do it at a gym. A lot of places will have like a bar that you can set up, like, you know, a weight bar that you put weights on when you do squats or whatever. Set that up on the rack. Have it at a suitable incline. Start at a higher incline so it's easier. The more you do, the easier it'll get to go lower inclines, and eventually you'll be able to do it on the floor. I mean, you know, when I was in school, I was very out of shape, so if you need help like building up to something, I can help you. Never been able to do a push-up. For me, it's mostly a coordination thing. Yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to, but I wonder if it could lift you if I tried. Maybe. Who knows? What do you lift, Corey? But yeah, Pedro, I can do a push-up. Again, try inclines first. Sit-ups can often be easier as well if you're out of practice. Let's see. Pretty in shape is a good on you. You don't even get to comment that you've seen me. I have a terrible metabolism, bro. It's a lot of effort to it's a lot of effort to not get bigger than I am. Army boy. Never mind a single pull up, even at best. Yeah, I mean, pull ups are hard because you're not just working against gravity, you're working to actually lift yourself off the ground. Can at least 200 off the ground. That's a lot. That's really good. Wait, 200 pounds, not kilos, right? I don't know what that is in kilos, sorry. but it sounds good. Song, which these kinds of other lines is so jarring. I'll be honest, I don't know what song I was playing, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Pull-ups sucks ass. I can't do pull-ups. I mean, it's been a while since I tried, but I'm not good at them at all. Push-ups I can do. Sit-ups, not that bad. 90 kilos? That's good, Corey. You got a good lift on. You got some muscle built in there. Oh, this one? Yeah, this is a good song. Yeah. Lift and keep up with lift repeatedly, continue this. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like, a single lift is not too bad. It's doing sets and reps and having breaks in between, and fucking, it just gets harder and harder. Oh my god. Ooh. There's a lot happening in chat. I can't see it. Hold on. I think I did like 50 a few times the other night though. That's pretty good. That's a lot. Slim serving 83 kilos. Yeah, but your build is like more lean than fat, so that's actually a pretty good number. I'm secretly really buff under the organic. Honestly, if you can lift that much, that's probably true. Basically achieved it by going 6 hours without eating and running 2.5 miles a day. Well, I mean, 6 hours without eating isn't crazy. If you're waking up at 6, having breakfast, waiting till 1 to have lunch, so it's 6 or 7 hours if you have 12 or 1, and then waiting till like 6 p.m. to have dinner, so 5 or 6 hours. Like, that's pretty standard if you have a good wake up morning routine and eating routine. 2.5 miles a day is too much. I would probably start looking into the multiple sets of treadmill, cross trainer. Cross trainer is really good because it works your arms as well as your legs. I would try a rowing machine if you're going just for pure weight loss, because it obviously is the same kind of weight loss as running, but it's also working your back muscles. It's getting you a lot broader shoulders, a lot more built back. It's generally better for you. Also, it doesn't fuck up your knees, because running really fucks your knees up. Okay, well, I just died. I can't tell you I've not been on 90 kilos in these 4 years. That's fantastic, I guess. Well, it's not the worst. Sometimes it's bad for you, someone is that thing. Snacks and shit. I hope I can get there soon. I mean, look, starving yourself is extreme. I think it's more about having healthy spacing between meals and waking up at a reasonable time. Starting weight on 130 to 160 over 51 months. I don't know what that is in kilos. I'll be honest with you. Scary. It sounds like a big difference. T the fucking beloved. Unbeloved. Feel like I'm missing a trick. Oh, testosterone. Is it testosterone? I'm guessing it's testosterone. Did you get this? That's a big difference, yeah. Wild. Please. This run building control and gain weight like mad. Now I came away with passion. Yeah, that's rough. It's not what it was. If I lose this, I'm actually throwing. That's crazy. I had such a lead. There we go. Worse than as it was, and I can't stand it. Basically woke up at 10, had lunch at noon, ate some fruits and stuff. 5, and then eating, then I had dinner. Okay, so you shouldn't be having dinner at 11. That's way too late. If you're waking up at 10, I would, have lunch at noon or 1. That sounds about right. And then have dinner at 6. That's, like, don't have the fruits at 5, just have dinner at 6. Well, that was doing something exercise and running. I mean, if you're doing a lot of exercise, you need to eat to accommodate for that. I think on an average day with maybe, 5,000 steps of just walking, maybe some light activity on top of that. I think waking up at 10, having lunch at about 11 or 12, then waiting until 6 p.m. to eat dinner is reasonable. If you're doing exercise on top of that, you're going to want to add in a lot more protein, a lot more, just a lot more calories to buff yourself up for it. Because losing weight is, it's weird because if you lose too much weight too quickly and the wrong way, you'll just put it all back on later. Connor, that's rough. Weight gain is, not a good thing to. It's not an easy thing to get to grips with. And honestly, there's not a great way to kind of just get over it. It's a lot of just like working on your mental for like a long time and like working on yourself and pretty. Obviously, it's different for you because of the hormones going on, but like it's a lot. I get that, and it's rough. Wake up at about 6 a.m. It's more of a 6:30. Not eat during school. Come home, eat a snack until dinner around. Okay, well you should be having lunch. Going 12 hours with just a snack is too long. Dinner 11, study at night. Yeah, I mean, again, you should, if you're going to be staying well into the night, maybe have dinner at 7, have a snack later on at 11. Having a full dinner that late at night is generally bad for you. You don't want to sleep with that much in your stomach. Sleep at 10 p.m. Yeah, I mean, Connor, in your instance, get up. Yeah, that's fine. Have your breakfast at 6:30, but you should be having at least a light lunch. Even if it's just a sandwich or a salad or something very small. School and other food I wish to put into my body. That's completely fair. I was in the same boat when I was in school. What I would say to that is, maybe try getting into packed lunches. I know that it's not the coolest thing in the world, but try and, maybe take just like a salad with you or like a very light sandwich with you. Something I found really useful for like light foods that actually were good was what's called Italian antipasti. It's just like a variety of like meats, salami, pastrami, parma ham, that kind of thing, and put them all just in a sandwich. Like 2 slices of bread, stuff them in a sandwich with a slice of cheese. It's not the healthiest thing, but it's not too many calories and it's a lot of protein. It's generally better for you than what you'll get at school. Then losing that much. Losing weight is a weird thing. Too much too fast, basically. Exactly. You'll lose it. You'll wait 2 months. It'll all come back. It's useless. You got to make it gradual. Thanks. I mean, I didn't intend for that, but if that's what you guys wanted to talk about, and I'm happy to talk about it with you. Right now we got whatever, lunch at 1, snack at 3, sandwich at 7, dinner at 10. I was like, yeah, that's crazy. And if you're waking up, if you're waking up after 9 a.m., right? Like if you're waking up at like 10, 11, 12, I would say wait. Don't eat something as soon as you wake up. Wait till 12 or 1 to just have lunch. Maybe have a small snack if you're really hungry, but I would generally wait till lunch. Because then it'll give you a decent, like you won't be starving by the time you get to dinner, Like you'll still feel okay, but you'll be hungry enough to have it at a reasonable time. I generally try and avoid eating full meals later than 7. Like even 7's quite late for me. I think 6 o'clock is the ideal. Sandwich at 7, dinner at 9. I mean, it looks to me like you're having the equivalent of 3 meals when you're waking up at a time you should be having 2. Whenever I wake up later than 10, I would usually stick to 2 meals. Oh God. Dinner at night, turn around. Yeah. I packed lunches with a 14 family, not the biggest on Friday with all stuff. Basically, I knew I wasn't doing shit. So I was uni. Slowly going, yeah. I was in big same problem in school. I was kind of limited by the fact that my parents were already paying for the lunches at school, like by the year. So it wasn't really an option to take stuff from home. I could only start doing that once I left school, once I was at uni. Um, it is a funny conversation, yeah. Especially when there's just very random happy music over it. Problem with me is I live in a household where we could afford to eat really well if we wanted. Legit live off cost on fast food. Makes me feel god awful, but you can't actually change food plans and you've been living off since you were a kid. Yeah. No, I'm in the same boat. Like, my parents, until very recently, didn't really care about, like, nutritional health at all. And it was a lot of, like, oh, all we have in the house is, like, I mean, not unhealthy, but, like, heavy stuff and sweet, you know? Like, it's not like, pasta, lasagna, and that kind of stuff where it's fine. It's not bad for you, but it's generally very heavy. It's very carb heavy. It's not a lot of protein. Um, it's just easy food that you kind of like can get from anywhere. Ideally, what you want to be doing when you get I mean, because you're so young and you are still developing, it's probably worth just bringing up to your parents, like, hey, I was thinking of maybe going for this, because I know your parents are pretty cool anyway. Like, bring up to them, hey, I wanted to maybe try different kinds of food, like try a diet. What do you guys think? And more than likely, they'll say yes. They'll be happy to help you out. Changing food patterns is a long process. It's a lot of getting used to random stuff that like you wouldn't expect. Like craving like really bad food is a huge issue, but you'll get over it eventually. Breakfast is a lie, not the most full meal a day, not truly necessary at all. The 3 meal thing is actually a colonialism thing, and the breakfast thing is a capitalism thing. I'll be honest, I didn't know that, but I also have not been having breakfast for maybe 2 years. So, what do you do? Person relocating again before 9 a.m. Yeah, me too, Pedro. Never understand my life. Yep, that's still in my life. Parents never gave a single shit until literally 4 months ago when I left. Like, yeah, it'd be like that. Tried telling my dad I want to eat healthier, but that's as far as it goes because neither me or him know how to do that. Yeah, I mean, it's one thing to kind of say, hey, this is what I want to do. It's another thing to kind of sit down with him and map out, like, hey, this is what I want to do specifically. Because just saying this is what I want to do doesn't do anything. You have to have a plan to back that up. You have to have ideas. You have to. If you don't have something in mind when you go to them with that, they're not going to take you seriously. So you've got to go to him and be like, hey, on these days, can we maybe try this kind of food? And then list something that you would like to try. Or, I want to try doing packed lunches with this kind of sandwich. Or I want to try a salad these days. Parents in America, and they will say no, but Saudi is more expensive. A lot of the time it's cheaper. Buying from places like fast food, like Costco, is expensive. I mean, not Costco, but buying like fast food, easy meals is expensive a lot of the time. If you look at like actually meal prepping and making good food for you, it's cheap if you're getting it from the right place. Don't know what I like and I mean, yeah, that's fair. Ribs hip, thank you. What did I do this time? Be like that. Connor, if you wanted to kind of start somewhere, I would say start with your lunches because right now you're not eating them. I would go to your parents and be like, hey, can you start buying some lean lunch meat? I would recommend Parma ham. I don't know. I think you guys call it prosciutto. It's really good in a sandwich. It's very lean, a lot of protein, and it tastes really good. Put that with some like just any cheese you like, really. Just maybe 3 slices of Parma ham, 1 slice of cheese, chopped done. It's a small lunch, so you won't be overwhelmed. It tastes pretty good. It's not bad. Maybe try a couple of easy salads. Like try stuff like chicken salad first because the meat will make it a lot easier to stomach. Like just a very standard chicken salad for a lunch one day, and gradually you'll start to figure out what you like, and the more you know, the more you can work it in. It's cheese. I mean, it doesn't have to be cheese. You can just butter the bread, put the meat in, and then put whatever, maybe you want some lettuce or some mayo or some chili sauce or hot sauce or whatever floats your boat. Cheese is just an easy answer because it's what most people like in a sandwich. Thing is, I ain't bound this week. What does that mean? What are you not bound to? Can't have peanuts either. You don't need peanuts. Did I say peanuts? I don't like peanuts. Fuck. I ain't bound this week. Oh, binding. I see. I thought you meant like, oh, I am bound to like an oath or like a promise or something. I was very confused. I see. Yes, I'm familiar with the concept of binding. Chest flattener. I'm bound to dysphoria. That's funny. That's really funny, Connor. Oh, I'm bound to dysphoria. That's great. Connor, give me another character. What should I do? Actually, how long have I been live? 43 minutes? We'll do one more game. We'll do one more game and then I'll finish. Because I usually only stream for half an hour. Connor, give me the last character of the night. I shall wait patiently for Zagexy. Guy with the piece of bread in his head, Toastman. We'll do Toastman, fuck it. I feel like part of the reason why it gets expensive is one, trying to make it. That means money sometimes, and two, brands money. I mean, the thing that you have to realize is the whole vegan vegetarian thing is a very personal choice. Like, that's not. You can be healthy, but it's easier to be healthy by eating meat because you need protein. You just have to be careful about what meat you're eating. Don't have red meat. Red meat is very high, like, it's very rich. It's not exactly great for you. It makes you more prone to stuff like gout. It worse for your cholesterol. Same kind of deal with bacon. Anything greasy or red, really, I'd stay away from. If you were looking for healthy meat, I'd say any kind of lean lunch meat. If you're looking for like just something to have in a sandwich, so that would be something like prosciutto or parma ham, salami, pastrami, ham, anything like that's great. Obviously, chicken is the easy answer. Pre-cooked chicken breast is extremely easy to get if that's because that helps you save on time. Same kind of thing with the pre-cooked meats, like the lunch meats. They're all pre-made. You don't have to cook them yourself. You can get pre-cooked chicken to put in a salad or a pasta or a sandwich or whatever you want. Yeah, the vegetarian and vegan stuff is great if that's your deal, but it really doesn't have to be. It's extremely easy to just not. Handling meat is very obnoxious, yeah. I mean, again, if you don't want to handle meat, like you don't want to prepare it, you can get pre-prepared stuff. If it's specifically to do with like consumption and you're not wanting to have meat, then yeah, I totally understand. If you are in that kind of vegetarian vegan space, I would recommend. What would I even do? I mean, I know I have a couple of friends who were into the whole vegan vegetarian thing. They were very big on Linda McCartney stuff. Linda McCartney's like a meat alternative. They do sausages, chicken, burgers, stuff like that. But there's no good equivalent for like lunch or like sandwiches or anything like that. In terms of maybe Quorn, Quorn Quorn is a great meat alternative brand. Obviously Beyond is the big one now. I personally never had it, so I can't vouch for it, but if you know it's good, go for it. Can't eat it, can't be around it, smell it, yeah. I mean, I get that, you know, I'm not personally in that deal, but I get why people feel that way. Always wanted to try smoothies. I know you can make those things healthy with a bit of eating. Yes, but even if you have a smoothie, you still need to eat. You know, and even though you're drinking, you are still taking in those calories. It's just you're still consuming everything that you put in there. Smoothies are great if done well, but a lot of the time it just ends up being used as either a substitute for food or it's a very extravagant supplement, which is altogether too much. It's hard to balance. I'm not the biggest fan of smoothies just because I think it's too much. You know, it's very easy to have too much of it and then have food on top, and you know, not my whole deal. I don't think we have any of those. I just go for American alternatives. Well, sucks to suck. Yeah, you eat smoothie instead. I mean, I am not a fan of substituting food for smoothies. It's not really what I would recommend. I feel like, you know, I don't think you can get better than just eating food, realistically. Like, I know that there's a thing like Soylent and stuff like that, but I don't think it's as good for you. Go my time, like eating red meat for lunch or dinner, decent enough. I mean, it's it's not the best for you. I mean, it's not terrible, you know. It's better than eating like bacon for every meal every day, but it's definitely not the best option you could take. I personally would look into leaner meats like chicken, not bacon, but other kinds of pork like prosciutto, parma, salami, that kind of thing. Generally, I try to stay away from red meat unless it's like once in a while, you know, maybe once a week. Uh, Complete substitution making a place to start. Yeah, I mean, if it's something you want to try and it's, you know, you've kind of looked into it properly, then go for it. It's not something that I can vouch for. All right. Thank you for watching. I went live for altogether longer than I wanted to. How do I end a stream again? I've some what's the song Count What You Have Now she usually plays. Let me get that for you guys. Hold on. You'll hear me type because I do not have the song prepared, but that's fine. Ooh, it's coming. Hold on, I should probably change the screen as well. There we are. Right, we're waiting for it to load. Hold on, bear with me. It's happening. There it is. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, come you haven't. There we go. Thank you for watching. Have a good night. I forget what she says. I'll make a new one. Be a good person, eat healthy, and get some pussy. Or if you don't want pussy, get dick. Whatever you want. I'm not gonna play the whole song like she does because I don't want to be here that long. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Hopefully, we'll not see you soon. Hopefully, I will not be the next person streaming, but we'll see. See ya.